Salutations and good morrow, everyone, and welcome back to either a Would You Rather questionnaire video that we're doing today. I am doing another one right after the one I just recorded that you guys may have already seen because I thought this was really fun for me to go through, have a little bit different of something on the channel, try out something else, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. But let's hop into the questions and let's see what we got here. So the first one is read Harry Potter or read Twilight. Now, I have watched both sets of movies. I have read the first book of both of them. I have read more Harry Potter than I have Twilight. Personally, if I had to pick a book series to read again, it would probably be The Lord of the Rings, but that's besides the point. This question, I would say read Harry Potter, just because Harry Potter was like a life-changing book read for me, and also the movies themselves, how they dived in and were so incredibly close to the movie, but there was obviously some changes and stuff, but they were close. The book and the movie were close to each other. I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to stick with reading Harry Potter. Have everyone talk to you. Would you rather have everyone talk to me like a 2-year-old or in a sarcastic tone? I would much rather people talk to me in a sarcastic tone because I've known to be quite sarcastic myself. Also, 69, nice. But when coming to this, I would much rather have somebody talk to me in a sarcastic tone than I would rather people come and talk to me like a 2-year-old, because I talk to my 2-year-old like a goofball. I would much rather talk to people sarcastic tone. Always be late or always be unprepared. So one thing, I hate being late. I absolutely loathe being late. I cannot be late. I hate it so incredibly much. I do not like being late at all. Being late is like the bane of my existence. But also, I hate being unprepared for things. Due to my anxiety issues that I have a situational and generalized anxiety disorder where I have large amounts of anxiety all the time. So being unprepared for a situation is something that just does not happen for me. Mentally, it cannot happen to me. So I'm going to go with always be late because, to be honest, I mentally cannot be unprepared. I have to be prepared for things so that way I don't have a mental breakdown. That one got deep too. Let's do some fun ones. Have a wardrobe of completely flannel or plaid, or have a wardrobe completely of denim. Flannel and plaid. Have you guys ever worn flannels? They are so incredibly comfortable. And could you imagine this in like flannel or plaid shorts? That would be awesome. Also, I could golf in. I don't think you can't golf in denim. So I'm going to go with have a wardrobe completely of flannel and plaid. Also, flannel sheets, super comfortable. See the future or change the past? I'm going to go with change the past. There's some specific things in my life that I would definitely change. Some of the ways that I have reacted to things, or like, for instance, getting on my anxiety medication earlier, I think would be something that I would rather do if I could go back and change. Have 2 sets of twins or quadruplets? 2 sets of twins. Quadruplets would be too crazy. I think after the first set of twins, I'd figure the second one out. Perform petty thievery for a living or perform grand larceny for a living? In my mind of being a thief, I think it'd be more fun to go through and do large crimes like they do over in those Oceans movies. No, I personally, crime is stupid to me. I do not like crime at all. I think that crime is something that can definitely just go away, go die in a hole somewhere. We don't need it. But if I had to choose, grand larceny, because I'd probably have more money and I wouldn't have to do it as often, maybe a year. And, you know, I petty thievery, I feel like, you know, you steal from little people who aren't deserving. You know, there's a whole thing. So anyway, grand larceny, feel like a pirate. Star in a cartoon movie or star in a live action movie? Star in a live action movie. Cartoon movies are really cool, and I would really like to be a voice of a character at some point, maybe in a video game, a show, or anything like that. I do think that there's actually a video game coming up that I'm going to have a voice acting role in, by the way. A little spoiler for you guys. But a live action movie I feel like would be really cool. You know, be the star, jump around, you know, shoot guns or swing swords. I'd probably swing swords more myself because I could see myself more knight movie. I think that would be really cool. Or a Star Wars movie. Okay, be Harry Potter or be Luke Skywalker? 100% be Luke Skywalker. Are you kidding me? Be a Jedi? Abso-frickin-lutely. Now, I wouldn't have a hand, which would kind of suck. But you know how cool it would be to travel space in a spaceship all over, being a Jedi, swinging around a lightsaber, and using the Force? I mean, you know, I know that, you know, like Harry Potter can do all sorts of cool magic, but he can make things levitate. Luke Skywalker can make things levitate. He can pull a regular sword out of a hat. Luke Skywalker can pull a whole ass lightsaber out of a hat. So personally, I think that Luke Skywalker would be way cooler to be, and also personally, Star Wars. Literally, that was a way cool coincidence. Just saying. All right, take a suppository of vitamins daily, or take a syringe of vitamins. If I could take the syringe orally, I'd take the syringe. Suppositories are not my thing. Die a painful death that goes down in history. Die a painless death that everyone hates you. If it meant that, like, dying a painful death that goes down in history, that means I, like, save somebody, I would rather die a painful death that goes down in history than that everybody hates me. I would much rather do that, because I feel like both would be going down in history, because if everyone hates you for it, you're going to be remembered for that. But I'd rather go down. Also 69. Have unlimited money but no access to women. Be surrounded by women before. Have unlimited money but no access to women. Does that mean not to my wife either? Because if that means not to my wife, 100% be surrounded by women and be poor. Because then I could have my wife. And that's all that I want. Well, and my kids, obviously. But when it comes to women, I would literally die without her. So I would say this one. But if it meant I got to keep my wife, but it's unlimited money, then this one. I mean, I love my mothers to death, but my wife is my world beyond my kid. That one also got really deep. Be knocked out by Mike Tyson or be knocked out by Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali, just because I'd like to meet him. Mike Tyson, there's still a chance I could. But Muhammad Ali, that's like a legend, right? I mean, you know, be punched in the face by Muhammad Ali. That'd be neat. Taste the same flavor of food or taste nothing ever again. Taste the same flavor, because tasting nothing ever again. Well, if I did tasting nothing ever again, I could eat everything that's super healthy for me and food would just fall off. Now, I'm somebody who loves to cook, loves to eat. I literally travel to eat. And I live to eat. I don't eat to live. But if I had to, I would do taste nothing ever again, because then I could literally, I mean, what happens if you were tasting, like for me, olives? I hate olives. What happens if I had to taste olives for everything for the rest of the, I would be torture. If I never tasted anything, eating would just be like, okay, quickly just shove vitamin-rich foods into the gullet and be done with it and move on to the next thing. Be really efficient. Get an atomic wedgie or get a swirly? Get an atomic wedgie. Getting a swirly, drowning things, not my bag. I don't like water. Play beer pong or play flip cup. I'm way better at beer pong. I've played beer pong previously a lot. Flippy cup, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm way better at beer pong, so I'd rather play that one. You probably won't. Well, even if you were good, I'd probably still win. Live in the time of ancient Greeks and Roman or live in the Dark Ages? Living in the Dark Ages would be really cool. Then I could be a knight. I'm going to go with that one. Living in the ancient Greeks and Romans would also be really, really cool. Gladiators and all of that and stuff. But I think I'd rather live in the Dark Ages because, yeah, plague and all of that. But I could be a knight. So that would be really, really cool. Eat a container of butter or drink a bottle of maple syrup. 100% drink a bottle of maple syrup. I love maple syrup. That stuff is awesome. I grew up in Minnesota. We were right south of Canada. I love that stuff. I could drink it now. I should go drink some. I don't have any right now. My wife used the rest of it yesterday. I don't have any right now. But it would still be really good. You were playing Connect 4 against an emotionally unstable man with an explosive temper. I'd let him win. I'd definitely let him win. I have no ego. I don't need to win. I'd let him win and be like, okay, cool. You have fun. I know you're upset. Have fun. Bye. Have a good day. Have the beginning of the circle of life playing when you farted, or have the chorus of Thriller play when you burped. Absolutely, Thriller. Are you kidding me? I love Michael Jackson. That's awesome. Live in a penthouse in LA, live in a townhouse in London. LA opens up a lot of opportunities for YouTube. LA opens a ton of opportunities for YouTube. But living in a townhouse in London, that's kind of like an idea of where I'd want to retire to. I know that's cold and stuff like that, but that would be pretty cool. And also, people in London have a really neat accent. And I could meet Dane. That'd be cool. But all around, I think that just for right now, with my family and stuff, and everybody still being in the Americas, live in a penthouse in LA, just because all the opportunities for YouTube and stuff that I could take on from then on out. All right, let's do one more. Be an accomplished and famous, then die at 18, or be an ordinary and die at a reasonable age. Be ordinary and die at a reasonable age, because I would love to watch my kids grow old. And that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed Would You Rather. If you did, go down and hit that like button. Also, let me know the answers to any of these questions that you guys have, because I'd love to know your guys' points of view on some of these. And also, if you guys could, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.